Mr. President, the results are in. How's it looking? Is it over for us? Well, sir, on the contrary, we are so back. No way! Are you sure? As sure as cheese on a burger, Mr. President. Oh, thank God. Yeah, you know, I wasn't looking too good for a bit there. Any longer, and I was ready to, you know? You did well, Mr. President. You hung on in there. Our nation is lucky to have you. Short King's on top, huh? God bless this damn beautiful nation. Quick, go and send out a statewide broadcast. Let all our fellow short boys hear the good news. Of course, right away, sir. We interrupt this broadcast to bring you an urgent message. Short Kings are on top. Finally. I might get some top from a bad bitch with tats wearing a tennis skirt. That's right, fellas. The results are in and Short Kings are back on top. Now look, at 5'7", I've never really understood the use of the word short. I think a much more suitable word would be compact or bite-sized or almost 6 subway footlongs high. And just like always, whenever life is starting to seem pointless and just not worth living anymore, it's always anime that makes me want to try and keep on living. No, don't do it! You have so much to live for! No, I don't! I'm 5'4". What, so you're just not even gonna say anything? Well, I mean, hey, what about this new anime where there's this tall girl that falls in love with this short boy? I don't know, I'm not too sure. Hold on, she also likes to eat food. Okay, fine, I'll come down. Now, I can't tell if The Dangers in My Heart is one of the most truly wholesome romance anime we've ever gotten, or if it's just some very finely disguised height and food fetish created by the series author. At the very least, it definitely teeters the very fine line between the two. Now, I was extremely conflicted when I found out that the author of this series was a woman, because on one hand, we get scenes like this.
女子もオナニーしてるのって聞いてくるゲームやろうぜ。なんだそのゲスオブゲスゲームは。
But then again, that's only ever in between some of the best naturally progressive romance that I've honestly had the pleasure of seeing in anime. Our short king, Ichikawa, is down bad. Well, just how down bad is he? So down bad that he constantly fantasizes about how he's going to brutally murder the most prettiest, most popular girl in school. Oh, Jesus, I thought you were gonna say he plays League of Legends at school or something. No, he is down bad. However, our tall queen, Yamada, also has a secret. Let me guess, she has to work part-time at a maid cafe because her family's poor. No, Maid Summer already did that. Okay, so what? She's actually the guardian of love and justice that has to protect the world from evil? What? No, that's Sailor Moon. Okay then, so what's her big secret? She likes to snack. Having invaded our Short King's gooning chambers, aka the school library, just so she could have some nibble time, our Short King and Tall Queen soon find themselves talking and interacting and just getting involved in a whole bunch of hijinks with one another. And slowly, those thoughts of cruel, bloody murder our Short King had towards Tall Queen would eventually find themselves soon be replaced by thoughts of wondering what she would look like in a bikini instead. And these change in thought patterns would last all up until Short King's absolute oh shit moment when he would finally admit to himself, no, I don't want to kill this woman. In fact, I think I'm in love with her. Now that's how you do romance. Take notes, Rent-A-Girlfriend, please. And all of this once again proves that all an incel needs in order to be cured is literally just speaking to another woman. Hey, I speak to a girl every day and I'm still caught in incel. Oh, Pokemon, you look so cute today. I'm gonna type that in your chat. And what I love most about this is how derives from his feelings of romance towards Yamada enters Ichikawa's deepest, darkest insecurities and feelings of inadequacy. He doesn't see himself as the kind of guy that could ever get a girl like that, even despite all the hints and even just straight up advances that she throws his way. It's almost like a curse for him because here comes this girl that's brought life into his typically bleak life and even now has him enjoying going to school and interacting with others. But at the same time, he knows, or rather thinks, that he can't have her. That there's no chance in hell that she would ever like someone like him back. And so he tries his hardest to bury his feelings for her, to try and forget about them. He even admits that he'd rather not even try and go for her, to give up on being with her entirely, if it would mean potentially failing and getting hurt in the process. And for lots of guys out there, I think this feeling is all too painfully real. I'm sure most of you guys have experienced this at one point or another, where you've seen the most gorgeous girl you've ever before seen, and you just outright don't even feel worthy of approaching her. Like you've already counted yourself out before even trying anything, just because it was the safest option, with the alternative being actually putting yourself out there and risking getting hurt. So instead, you just stand there, glancing over from afar, until eventually she's gone and you never see her again. Whoa. She's beautiful. She'll never go for someone like me. And guys, just like our short king Ichikawa, there's no easy way to solve this. You're eventually just going to have to man up one day and be willing to stand toe-to-toe with potential failure. You're gonna take some L's, sure, but you're also going to take a hell of a lot more W's. In fact, you're going to take a guaranteed 100% more W's than you would if you had never even attempted something in the first place. Like Leangelo Ball once said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Personally, going to the gym regularly helped me so much in this regard. Seeing yourself change physically through your own hard efforts goes a long way in your own self-confidence and how you actually view yourself. So for anyone struggling with this issue right now, I'd seriously suggest going to the gym and literally building yourself up. It takes time, sure, but soon enough, you'll be a version of yourself that you didn't even think was possible. And I promise you, that version of you also isn't afraid of going and speaking to that cute girl who also has a crippling caffeine addiction. Even Ichikawa's alter ego, which is essentially his more desired version of himself, is just a jacked protagonist from a manga he read. This character will often appear in times of distress for Ichikawa to offer him guidance, but most importantly, remind him that he is not alone. And after numerous exchanges and deep talks with his alter ego, this all cultivates into this absolutely poetic scene later in the series, where we see his alter ego stand before him and declare that no one in this entire world, even more than Yamada, even more than his family, that no one trusts in Ichikawa more than him. This moment of genuine self-acceptance, admitting to himself from the deepest depths of his inner soul that he does trust in himself, was nothing short of just beautiful character growth, and a moment of dialogue that I think every young man should honestly have with himself. For Ichikawa, this revelation makes sense because why shouldn't he like and have faith in himself? His relationship with Yamada only ever sprouted in the first place due to the both of them having been their unfiltered, authentic selves around each other. And as the series progresses, we see not just Yamada appreciate Ichikawa for who he is, but plenty of others as well. And soon enough, our short king finds himself surrounded by many of those who he thought he would never get along with. You see, so much of our reality is actually fabricated by our own perceptions. If we don't even like ourselves, how could we ever ask for others to like us? And to go even further, if we can't learn to love ourselves, how can we expect someone else to love us? I willingly play League of Legends, and you think I'm capable of comprehending the idea of self-love? And this is a lesson that Ichikawa subconsciously begins to learn, as it's through his blossoming relationship with Yamada. As the more he begins to believe in and accept himself, the more we truly see the relationship and her feelings for him begin to bloom. It's so refreshing to see a female love interest like Yamada, because she is direct. She knows what she likes in this world, and that's two things: food and her precious little short king. I'm so thankful, weebs, because I won't lie, after watching and being pretty disappointed by Rent-A-Girlfriend Season 3, the arc which is considered to be the peak of that series, I honestly thought I was starting to grow tired of rom-coms, which scared me because I truly love this cliche-ass genre with all my heart, with some of my first and still favorite anime being part rom-coms. And after watching The Dangers in My Heart, I can thankfully say it wasn't that I was growing tired of rom-coms, it was that I was growing tired of watching straight trash. Of course, each genre should have different metrics in which we judge them by. For example, I'm not judging this based on the same metrics that I'm judging something like Bleach or another shonen. For a rom-com, I'm also not judging it based off its story or characters or any of that boring stuff. No, I'm judging them based on how many air kicks and pillow squeezes they give me. So where Rent-A-Girlfriend had me sitting like this the entire time, The Dangers in My Heart instead had me like this most of the time. This anime constantly had me squealing like a schoolgirl, and just always had me excited to see what lied next for our dynamic short king and tall queen duo. Whether it be watching Yamada awkwardly struggle to ask Ichikawa for his contact info, or seeing her just get jealous for the first time, or just watching Ichikawa's eyes light up whenever he sees he's received a text message from Yamada. I swear, one of my favorite moments is actually when Yamada FaceTime calls Ichikawa for the first time out of the blue, and he gets all flustered and doesn't know what to do. I even just love those moments of watching them two lay in bed messaging each other all night long. Shit was so cute, man. Man, this anime had everything. Really. What on the surface is a light-hearted, cozy romance anime that features a natural and actually developing romantic relationship between the two characters, rather than them just holding hands for the first time after 26 episodes like we've all grown used to. It also manages to use their relationship to explore much deeper, intimate topics in the likes of self-acceptance and overcoming feelings of inadequacy. I mean, all of this, and we get a Yorushika opening? Yeah, I officially hate Jujutsu Kaisen for robbing this of the 2024 Anime of the Year award. I'm just kidding, Jujutsu Kaisen. I could never hate you or your wasted potential. Okay, so I'll be honest, I actually recorded and started editing this video when I still had like 3 episodes left, and oh my god, I don't want to spoil the ending, but this series was so peak. And as someone that has seen a lot of romance anime, this genuinely had one of the best confession scenes I've ever seen. Last episode was genuinely a 10 out of 10. I can't even, bro. Just go watch it. Go watch it now. Go. Please, go and watch this anime if you haven't already. But before you go off and do that, there's something I want you to remember. It's not your height that makes you a short king. It's your ability to stand in the ring with adversity and trade blows. Never put yourself down, and if something does manage to make you crash down to the floor, take a deep breath, grab your crown, and pick yourself back up, ready to go for another round. You've got this, king. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some business to attend to. Huh? I thought we were meant to be back on top. What's going on here? I am here now live with the president, who was just seen getting some top from a bad bitch with tats wearing a tennis skirt inside the Oval Office. Mr. President, do you have anything to say for yourself? She was bad as fuck!
I ain't got the time for you, oh